Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the Honourable Premier and the Leader of the Official Opposition for their kind and moving tributes. Mr. Speaker, much has rightly been said about former Premier Don Getty's prowess on the football field, leading the Edmonton Eskimos to 2 Grey Cup championships in 1955 and 56. Much has also rightly been said about his many accomplishments and contributions over his years in public life as an MLA, cabinet minister, business person, and as Alberta's 11th Premier. I want to thank the Premier for mentioning that picture of the 6 MLAs with arm's length coming up. I would like the family to know that hangs in the PC boardroom now and still serves as an inspiration to us every day. We've heard how skillfully he raised Alberta's profile on the national stage, forged new and lasting relationships with Indigenous peoples, celebrated the value of family through the creation of Family Day, and shepherded our province through some of the most difficult economic times this province has ever faced. But what stands out to me in all the tributes we've heard since Premier Getty's passing are his qualities as an ordinary man. Those who knew Premier Getty have spoken of his kindness, integrity, his steady yet understated leadership style. Premier Getty was a modest man. He didn't crave the limelight or overplay the drama and theater that is so often inherent in politics. He was a man who came to work each day and simply got the job done. He did what needed doing with humility and to the best of his ability, and in so doing, he accomplished so much for Alberta. Despite having left politics some 23 years ago, we continue to reap the benefits of Premier Getty's work today in every corner of our province. On Saturday, as his family, friends, and loved ones laid the former Premier to rest, we heard of how much respect Don Getty had from his colleagues in this legislature, and interestingly enough, especially from those across the floor. Mr. Speaker, as each of us in this chamber know, we all too often in politics get caught up in the emotions of the business. It's easy to get caught up in our profound and real differences. But Premier Getty taught us never to lose sight of the fact our most important similarity is our mutual love for Alberta. And it is through this common thread that despite our disagreements on matters of policy, we respect each other as people and as servants of the public, an example that Don Getty set. In our own way, we are here to make life better for Albertans. As progressive conservatives, my colleagues and I can't help but remember Premier Getty as one of the architects of our party. He was drafted into politics by former Premier Peter Lougheed, and together they were first elected to the Legislature in 1967. Along with 4 other maverick progressive conservative MLAs, Lougheed and Getty spent 4 years as official opposition, laying the foundation for the party's sweeping electoral victory in 1971. Over the next 4 decades, successive progressive conservative governments would help shape Alberta into the extraordinary province that it is today. And in spite of the difficulties we are experiencing today, the Alberta built by Lougheed and Getty is resilient and strong. I have no doubt there will be brighter days ahead for our province. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues and I are incredibly proud of all that Premier Don Getty accomplished during his time in public life, and equally proud to carry on his legacy. Again, we extend our deepest and most heartfelt sympathies to his wife, Margaret, and to the entire Getty family, as together with them, we all grieve this terrible loss.